What's good? What's good? What's good, baby? It's your boy Trix, the Sports Junkie, and welcome to the NBS Show. Of course, I got the homies in the bed. I'm gonna start with my dog, light skin, team light skin. Look, the franchise in the building. What up, homie?
What's good? What's good? What's good to everybody? It's Sports Talk America. It's your boy, the franchise, aka thatdude.com, aka the greatest sports analyst ever blessed sportsways. Hashtag MVP. Hashtag that guy. Not this guy, but that guy.
Of course, I got the homie from the West Coast, my dog Bumpy. Even though you think I'm trying to line him up. What up, Bumpy?
I can't be lined up. That's the problem. See, y'all think y'all can. You tried to. You tried to light skin line me up, but no, not today. Woosa. I appreciate y'all. Salute to both of the light-skinned dudes at the top. Now let's commence to this ass whooping.
It's all good. It's all good. Of course, the homie Keo couldn't be with us tonight, but he will be back next week, hopefully. But with that being said, we're going to start with the hottest thing right now. That's the hottest thing, but the thing that's really out there right now, we haven't had a chance to talk about it. Brittney Griner, man. Brittney Griner. She got, 9 years, I believe, in Russia?
9.5.
9.5 years. There you go. What's y'all thoughts on it? Bumpy, you can go first.
I mean, it's kind of mixed. I know she did what she did, and consequences are consequences. You know what you do when you cross those lines, especially when you go to somebody that really don't like America. But with that being said, it's like, it's like I feel like they was trying to make a statement, kind of like trying to make people mad. They was trying to just because right after this, another girl was just caught with some marijuana going into Russia, young white girl. She was in there for about, I think it was 5 months or something like that, and got out, probation, something like that, 5 weeks, something like that. And she had more than Brittney. And this was right after this. So we could tell they know what Brittney means to America. So they were trying to make a statement with her because they don't like, America. So that's what I feel like is the cruel part about it. And it's not deserved, I mean, for a vape pen, like, come on, B. I mean, they said smuggling, like she went over there with some keys or something, you know what I mean? Like, she had a couple pens. I understand it's crossing enemy lines, but 9.5 years is very excessive, and it just shows you the racism all across the world, how they feel about us, man. It just shows you all across the world how they feel. It's not just in America, people. I'm telling y'all now. It's everywhere. And that's what it shows right there, man, because examples are being shown. Free Brittney Griner, man. She don't deserve to be in there like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the fact that they doing a black woman like that just because they can, and they literally gave another person a pass right after that. So it's mixed emotions, man, kind of upsetting, and I just wish I could do more. Wish I could do more, man.
I like the ending, for sure. Jasper, what you think, boss?
I share your same sentiments, Bumpy. I think what was really disheartening is the fact that this happened to LeBron, Tom Brady, some like a guy that has some major influence. Man, they be out by now, man. They be out by now. They be back home chilling, and that's not the case. What I will say is with this sentence, from the political aspect of it, I think she's gonna be back home by Christmas. Because the way that they had to censor her, harshly, and then now they can work on the whole trade between Russia and the U.S. to get her back home, and then in turn, everything will be smooth, and then give them this Russian bomber that they're supposed to be giving up. So Yeah, man. I share the same sentiments. I don't like it. I'm watching the Phoenix Mercury right now, and they just like hurting without her. Like not just from a basketball perspective, but just a life perspective.
You probably can see it all in them, man.
Right. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it bad. Like it's horrible.
How they supposed to play like that? You know, franchise. How they supposed to play like that?
Can't, man. You can't, man. I'm seeing Skylar Diggins damn near about to cry after every press conference, man. Like, yo, that's like a sister to her. Excuse me. And you know, they're not able to be with their sister. And then let alone Brittney got a wife, you know, at the crib, hurting without her. So like I said, I share the same sentiments as Bumpy. I do believe she'll be back home by Christmas though.
I agree with both of you guys, but I want this to be a lesson for everybody out there. I'm glad Bumpy brought it up as far as in other countries. Listen, if you leaving the country, you have to understand what's going on, people. You got to understand what's going on. Like when you leave and you pack, you got to make sure that you A1, because if you're not, there's a chance, and I'm not saying it's right, but there's a chance stuff like this happens. Definitely my thoughts and prayers with Brittney. I definitely think it was harsh, but I mean, you know, I guess that's their rules and their bylaws. I didn't even hear about the young lady that you brought up, Bumpy, and that's really crazy. That's wild to me. But like you said, they were trying to make a statement, and like I said, my thoughts and prayers with Brittney, man. But we're not gonna stay on this topic for long, man. We're gonna get to another topic with a female, and this is more on a good note. Serena Williams has announced she is retiring from tennis. Is she the GOAT of all female sports?
I like that question. Hey, man, of all female sports?
Is she the GOAT? Like, you know, a lot of times it's men's sports, you think of Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, you know. Is she the female version, I guess, of Michael Jordan when it comes to female sports?
I'll say it.
Go ahead, man. Franchise, go ahead.
Yes. I mean, she not only like dominated tennis, but she took tennis in terms of the women's game to a whole nother level. And she played it at a whole nother level. And like the rivalry she had, including with like her sister and other tennis players, it's just amazing. Yo, even the doubles game was fun. Like she made the doubles game interesting to watch with her and her sister. Yeah, man, Venus is the GOAT, man. When it comes to all-time female athletes, oh, Venus easily. And if somebody got another name, hey, we could debate this.
You said Serena. It's Serena we talking about, though, right?
Serena, yeah.
Yeah, Serena, yeah.
Okay.
I could debate this all night long if somebody got a different take.
Hey.
And I don't, because if you do, I'm coming.
Hey, look, the thing about it is, when you think about it, like, you think about other names and you try to match them with them, like, Serena's hard to beat when it comes to female sports, man. Like, first names that come to my mind is, like, Lisa Leslie and maybe girls like, what's her name, played for Houston? The one who won the, like, back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? It's girls like them coming to mind. Some female runners, but it's like, it's hard to say better than Serena. That's kind of hard to like. She was the most. She was the most. Not only in female tennis, she was dominating. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like in tennis, she was just dominating. Period. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's male and female, but I felt like she would have whacked a lot of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like she was really, really good in her prime, man. And it's not like a lot of people that can hang with her. And if I had to really think about it, I really don't really know who I can put over Serena. Clearly, no, it's all an argument. And I think Serena wins the argument by edge on even the ones we think are runners up. You know what I mean? So I can't argue with her saying she's the GOAT. She is the GOAT, man. She's the GOAT.
Yo, Earl, I'm going to say this to you. If you didn't say she was the GOAT and you're on the West Coast, man, you got some real life issues.
Oh, man, check this out, dog. You see what I said, right? Don't try to say what I shouldn't have said when I said it. I said it.
I'm glad.
I said it. You heard what I said.
I'm glad you said.
But I also did my research too, because Lisa Leslie's from the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? She put up 100 points at my high school. Who did that? She put up 100 points in a game, B.
I mean, was it Cheryl Miller did the same thing, but she ain't. I mean, nah, none of them stack up to me.
None of them stack up to Serena, I don't think right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the question. Yes, I think she is the GOAT. X.
I ain't mad at y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sitting there about to disagree with y'all, but I do want to say, shout out to all the GOATs, man. Cheryl Miller, Simone Biles, Lisa Leslie, Diana Taurasi, Cheryl Swoops, Allison Felix, Candace Parker, Maya Moore. Maya Moore. If Maya Moore doesn't
Maya Moore, talk.
Are we talking crazy? Jackie Curse. I mean, there's a lot of female GOATs out there. But I think when you bring everything involved, not just your sport, but bringing people, you know, to look at your sport and say, who is these girls? Who is these girls? I want to be like her when I grew up. And I think when girls look at Serena Williams, my daughter actually was Serena Williams in a Halloween costume one year. She wanted to be Serena. So her imprint on these young girls' lives is definitely monumental. Shout out to Serena. I appreciate everything you did for tennis and for females across the world. But there's a lot of GOATs, man.
Salute, Serena. Salute.
That's right. Salute to you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Career.
You deserve to retire early and kick your feet up. You do.
For no facts. So there's a lot of GOATs. And salute to all the women. Shout out to Maya Moore once again. For all those youngins out there that don't know who Maya Moore is, y'all
they better know who Maya Moore is.
Y'all just don't know. But with that being said, since we're on basketball, I'm gonna just end off with the last basketball topic. And there's some big news. I know you want to go crazy, Bumpy. I know you about to go crazy.
Me? Nah.
You've been saying KD wants to stay in Brooklyn. The news is out. He don't mind staying. It seems like if they get rid of the coach and the GM. What's your thoughts?
You want this, Bumpy?
Bye-bye. See you later. Hey, look, first of all, Steve Nash, he has no argument to stay. He has none. Get up out of here. Second of all, the GM, you're not looking swell, player. You had everything locked in and you couldn't get the job done. Don't go out like the Knicks owner, GM. Don't. Like I said, it was all a stunt to get what they wanted in Brooklyn. They wasn't never going nowhere. They didn't do all that to get there just to run off. That'd be the worst move of their careers. They already getting cussed out for the Boston moves and the Golden State moves and everything else they did. That's already tarnishing them. They don't need more tarnishment. I didn't see that happening. So, like I said, franchise, they're not going nowhere, B. They need to kick them other people up out of there and make some moves if they want to win a ring with Brooklyn. Because you know if you get rid of KD and Kyrie, y'all shots is gone. Y'all finna sit in the dust for a while, and y'all gonna be hanging out with the Knicks. So y'all better get it together.
All right, franchise, what's up? What we talking?
Okay, so Joe Tsai is already sided with the staff at this particular point. I agree with him. And I'm going to tell you why I agree with Joe Tsai on this. Kevin Durant's going to be 34, or he is 34 years old. He's got 4 years left on that deal. 4 years. You might get two great years out of Kevin Durant out of that. 2 out of 4. Okay, that's 50%. Okay? Kevin Durant is a once-in-a-lifetime type player, but you're only going to get 2 great years out of him. You still got Ben Simmons, young Ben Simmons. You still got a fairly young Kyrie Irving, who's probably going to walk his damn self, right? Why are you going to let a guy who's only going to give you 2 good years max, 2 good years max, control the fate of your franchise? I don't care how you want to put it. KD's a great player. He's once in a lifetime. But bro, I'm not holding my future hostage over Kevin Durant at 34 years old, 2 years removed from an Achilles injury. And oh, by the way, only has 2 great years left in his system. Okay. Also, I'm gonna say this: the precedence you set by you doing that is gonna screw over the whole entire league because now superstar players are gonna start saying, "Yo, it's either me or the management and the coach." That's not right, man. It's not right. And I'm not saying Steve Nash is a great coach and all that stuff. It's the precedence you set, bro. And now you're taking the power out of these coaches' hands and you put it in the players. They paying this bread, play ball. Listen to these coaches, man. They pay these coaches for a reason. You gonna mess around? You gonna mess around and let Kevin Durant literally tell you how to run your squad?
Franchise. You caught up, man. You way back. It's not the early 2000s no more. It's not the 90s. They don't run that no more, B.
Yo, check this out.
It's a win now league. They want to win right now.
Check this out. Check this out. Kevin Durant tried to do it his own way in Brooklyn. It hasn't worked. He tried to do it in Oklahoma City. It didn't work. You tried. Look, you had to learn how to win in Golden State. Why haven't you taken that formula and emulated it in Brooklyn? Because you can't. Because you can't.
Hey.
Kevin Durant at the end of the day, bro.
Them coaches and GM ain't got no weight to stand on against Kevin Durant, B. They don't got nothing.
I understand that, but Kevin, force your way out. Yo, don't ruin that team. Because, bro, you like long term, you doing some LeBron stuff right now. LeBron's ruining the Lakers right now. The Lakers are screwed when he loses. And we all know this. You got a frail Anthony Davis that you traded damn near all.
That's not the topic. Stay on topic.
No. Watch your tone. So look.
Stay on topic.
Hey, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Keep smoking. So look. You traded for a frail AD. You traded for a Russell Westbrook that's not the same Russell Westbrook. You don't have no first round picks. Guess what? The Lakers are screwed. They are ultra screwed, and you're old. You're old. Your bumpy bar's old. Okay, so clearly,
are you done getting your little light skin stuff off your chest? Your light skin rant? Because we was talking about Brooklyn. You just started light skinning off on us.
But my issue with Brooklyn is very simple. You let Kevin Durant run your team the same way LeBron's trying to run the Lakers. You're in for a whole rude awakening, and you ain't gonna be able to get yourself out of this. That's why I hate it. I hate it. I hate what Kevin's trying to do. It's horrible. It's terrible for the league. But go ahead, True.
First, I want to apologize to everybody out there. It's not Josiah's the owner of the Brooklyn Nets. It's Sean Marks. The ticker was wrong. Right. I don't know why the ticker was doing that, but it is what it is. But KD basically wants Sean Marks and Steve Nash up out of there, and then he'll, think about staying. Here's my issue with that. And it's not to side with Jasper, but here's my thing. You asked for a trade. Why didn't you start with that? Why didn't you say, man, look, I'm willing to stay here, but I don't want to be, coached by Steve Nash. I don't want Sean Marks to be our GM. They didn't do anything. We did all the work, and that's how you felt.
That didn't work. If they tried, it didn't work. That's why they're doing this.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, why not start with that? Why say, you know what, I want to trade, and then now you don't want to trade. Now you want them out.
They was testing the market first to see if they can get something before they made this move. It was all part of the plan, X. It's already lined up. If this don't work, we're doing this. It's all part of a plan, B.
Nobody was going to give up all them assets for KD. Nobody. They talked about it, but ain't nobody going to pull the trigger on that. Nobody's going to give up 7 and 8 draft picks, pick swaps, and 4 players to include 2 All-Stars. No. Who's doing that? I'm going to gut my team for a dude that might give me 2 prime years. Why? And 40, man, please.
So you say he can go. He gone.
Man, I trade that dude for 2 All-Stars and a bag of Zapp's potato chips at this point.
Oh, but you still want 2 All-Stars, though. Don't get it.
That's all I want.
Hey, you see how he threw that in there? He threw that in there. 2 All-Stars and a potato chips.
It's not even a picks no more.
Nah, but I've been saying all along, I think they should trade him. He asked for out. I told y'all, my whole theory is in life, if you don't want to be here, I don't want you here. I'm like that with everything in life. If you don't want to be here, bye.
They don't want to go nowhere, X. They don't want to leave, X. They don't.
So I mean, it's interesting to see what Josiah's gonna do. He said he came out and give his backing to the front office. So we're gonna see if he stands on that. But I think KG's on his way out. We got a few people in there. Shout out to Q. Shout out to my dog. You already know, man.
Hey, man.
We got Julio in that
40,
thing.
they are paying you, Kevin Durant, $40+ million. Yo, you ain't got no yo, just sit back and ask for what you want, which is real. In all honesty, what you really, really want is some shooters around you. And you want Steve Nash to grow up and actually coach this team. That's all you want.
And shout out to Musa. Musa's out here saying, man, that you like a fake Beasley, basically. Hey, we going on to the next topic, bro. We going on to the next topic.
I get buckets.
Here we go. Here we go. We're going to go to the NFL next. AFC, baby. The AFC South. We're going to break it down. Tell us who's coming in 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and ultimately going to win the AFC South. Who wants to go first?
It's up to y'all, player.
So the AFC South, right?
Yeah, go ahead, franchise, because that's your name, ain't it?
I am a franchise player.
Here we go. Talk it then. Talk it.
In 4th place, we all know it's going to be the Houston Texans, man.
Wow.
I can't see it, man. They need some real life help. I love what Lovie Smith is going to be a part of the rebuild of this team. He's not going to be there forever, but he's going to be part of the rebuild process. But that team, there's no real direction with that team. I mean, good pickup by picking the kid out of LSU this past draft. But aside from that, that's really about it. I mean, the quarterback, I don't trust their quarterback at all. I don't trust their offensive line. I don't even trust their defensive line. Therefore, I got them 4th. Number 3, and this is where it got kind of tricky, but and people might slam me for this, but oh well. I think Tennessee is going to be number 3.
Wow.
This is where you find out, and Ryan Tannehill is only as good as the talent around him. And you're forcing him to throw the football to a rookie and some other no-names. Okay? Yes, you have King Henry. I get it. But, bro, when they stack that box 7, 8, 9 deep, no. You ain't going to be getting off like you once was, especially coming off that foot injury. Tennessee's defense has always been known to be pretty stout. But, bro, you can only be stout but for so long if you're on the field damn near 80% of the time. Because that offense isn't going to produce as much as you think. So, with that being said, I got Tennessee at number 3. At my number 2 spot, I like Jacksonville. Jacksonville might be the shocker. Jacksonville, I think this – how do I say this? I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a really good year. He's going to learn how to play quarterback the right way and not be forced to make crazy decisions. He's got a lot of weapons, all right? He's got weapons coming back in Travis Etienne, who I think is going to be a dog. I think they had Robinson last year. He's going to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
On the outside, they got Christian Kirk. That's going to be a pretty solid wide receiver. The defense is going to be better. They've invested in their defense as well as their offense. I think Jacksonville, with Coach Peterson, and he's known for making quarterbacks better, is going to make Trevor Lawrence a much more efficient QB. Just watch Jacksonville. I got Jacksonville at number 2. And, man, number 1, you got to give it to the Colts, man. I think Matt Ryan is about to ball out. Matt Ryan has never had a great offensive line and a great running back at the same time. And a solid defense on top of that. I think Indianapolis has a great chance to get to the AFC Championship game. If Matt Ryan, all you got to do is keep it simple. Listen to Frank Wright. Hand that ball off. You shall be fine, my brother. And you're returning the Russian champion. Okay? With that being said, I got to go with Indy number 1. So 4th, I got Houston. 3rd, I got Tennessee. 2nd, I got Jacksonville, and finally I got Indianapolis to round it up.
All right, before Bumpy goes, how many teams from this division make the playoffs?
1.
Okay. Bumpy, what you think, boss?
I think Jacksonville is going to be on the cusp, but they're going to barely miss it.
I think he gave Jacksonville a lot of hope. You gave them a lot of hope, man. You gave them a lot of hope. You know what I mean?
I'd love to hear this. Go ahead.
Look, what you said can be possible. You know, it can be possible. But this year, right now, I don't think Tennessee is going to be as bad as you think they are, man, because they still got that same lineup. They got that same coach over there that knows what he's doing. That got Bill Belichick in his ear. I just feel like I like what you said with Houston at 4th. I agree with that because the team is really you can't really tell me what Houston got going on right now. So they're just all up in the air, period, as a team. So I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? I definitely got them 4th. But I see the Jaguars coming in at 3rd still in this division. They might have a good year. They probably be battling with Tennessee for that 2nd spot, but I see them at all in the end coming out 3rd. They just too young. Trevor Lawrence, I don't think he's gonna figure it out that much. Not right now. Not over Tennessee, who's arguably, you know what I'm saying, should be going deep in the playoffs because they have before. So, you know, I got the Jaguars coming in at 3rd. I got Tennessee coming in at 2nd, and I got them fighting with the Jags, but I got them taking that 2nd spot from the Jags just off experience, stout, running game. They're just a little bit all the way around better than the Jaguars, period. And I think they show that. But I don't think it makes a difference because I think the Colts are going to, like, run away with this whole division, in my opinion. I think it's their year to have a great long run. Like, they have Jonathan Taylor. Now you have Matt Ryan. I just think they're going to be a little bit different than they've been, and we've seen them in recent past years. I got the Colts running away with the division, like clear, making the playoffs, and probably doing some damage too.
I got a question for you. Jags, Titans. Are you saying that the Titans will win both games?
Yeah.
You crazy. You crazy. I put bread on that. And you know why I'm going to put bread on that? Oh, God. They don't have one to throw to.
That's not my team. I ain't putting no money in no goddamn Titans or Jacksonville.
You're a smart man. So look, if I'm looking at the Titans right now, they don't have a true passing game, and you're asking Tannehill.
They got AJ Brown. They always figure it out. They got AJ Brown
traded.
Yeah,
I mean, not AJ Brown. My bad. I said it wrong.
Julio gone.
They drafted Traylon Burks.
You gonna trust a rookie?
Hey,
He not a bad rookie though. He not a bad rookie though.
Are you gonna trust the rookie?
Hey, I will trust them as a team over Jacksonville right now, and their coaching system over Jacksonville's coaching system.
Okay, great. You said that. So, Doug Peterson's first year when he was at Philly, right? What was Carson Wentz's numbers? Like, wasn't he like an MVP type candidate?
That was all a fluke.
Okay. I got a question for y'all. How many wins will the Colts get?
I'm going like 13.
Whoo! That's 13-4 right now.
You want my honest to God opinion on this?
Yeah.
They get 12.
I can see it. Okay.
I can't see more than 12. They barely getting 12 in my opinion. Because as I'm looking at this schedule, excuse me, it's going to be a barn burner for them to get the 12. But they can do it. It's doable. I just anything more than 12 would be way too much for me.
Okay. Well, this is the way I see it. I think they're the only team in the division that gets double-digit wins. I'll start with them first.
Great.
The Colts. I think that ceiling, I can see 12. Low end, I think 10. They'll still get double digits regardless. But that's okay. The rest of the division, under 500. I don't think not one of those teams is a 500 ball club. Not the Titans, not the Texans, not the Jags. I think they'll all be right around. I can actually see them all finishing with the same record. If that's 7-10, that's 6-11. I don't like none of them, but I will tell you this. I am a little different than y'all. I think Houston's going to surprise y'all. I know I might think I'm crazy. I think Davis Mills has a chance to be good. I do. And you can hey, take your hand from out of your face. Don't do that. We're not doing that. Davis Mills, for all my fantasy owners out there, is sleeper alert material. Sleeper alert. I'm not saying he's a stud. What I am saying is that he has a chance to be okay this year. I do think the Titans take a big step back, and I think the Jags are a little bit better than they were last year, but nothing crazy. I don't see any of these teams getting more than 8 wins to this year, and all 3 of them is the playoffs.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, let's get to the NFC South breakdown. Now, this is where the big boys play. Bumpy. Yeah.
I want to hear what you got to say, X.
I'll go first.
I want to hear what you got to say.
Okay. Coming in last place, I got the Atlanta Falcons. They're in rebuild mode. Marcus Mariota, I will say, this is his last chance to say he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. If he doesn't prove that he's that guy, he's going to be out of there. And Desmond Ritter will become the starter. I think they'll be in last. Their weapons, they got Kyle Pitts, but the rest, I don't know about that. Now, as far as the Panthers, they have everything on the weapons portion. They got a pretty good defense. Their issue is their quarterback. I don't know if it's Money Mayfield. It can't be Sam Darnold. We already saw what happened with that. If Money Mayfield could build that chemistry, then, hey, they could be better. Coming in at second, hey, to all my Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans, I can be mad. I got them coming in second, and I'm not being biased. I think the Bucs are loaded. They are, and they're going to be a playoff team. I think the addition of Julio Jones to that lineup, I think it's big time because you may say to yourself, Julio's done. Guess what? Gronk looked beat up at the end of his career. They still won a Super Bowl with him. So you got Tom Brady throwing the ball. You got Mike Evans. You got Chris Godwin. That's nasty. That is nasty in itself. They're going to be good again. But number one, this year, the Saints, man, they're just too loaded. They're too loaded from the defensive side. They're not scared of Brady. Jameis Winston keeps the turnovers down. Michael Thomas is back. Olave, Jarvis Landry. I think they do what they do. I got the Saints winning the division this year.
You going off of pure faith.
All right.
You out here like this. Please. Nah, B. Nah, we're not doing that.
Go ahead.
We're not doing that. First of all, Tom Brady still there? Tom Brady over there, he's still in Tampa Bay? He going for it again? I got the Bucs taking this division. You know what I'm saying? It's Tom Brady. I'm not going against Tom. He does this every single year. I don't care what the Saints do. They're going to be okay, but they're not beating Tom Brady. They're not coming out number one in that division. They're not doing that. And if they did so I make about number one, they'd be right behind him, and they'd both be in the playoffs. And that wouldn't even, I don't know how that would work out. But anyways, I got the Bucs winning. I got the Saints coming in third.
What?
I got the Panthers going second What? I got the Panthers going crazy on y'all this year, making y'all realize that you guys are what they say you are, and that is pretty good. But the Panthers make a better run this year. I got the Panthers coming in number 2. Yeah, get mad, X. Get mad.
I gotta find a cup because we're gonna drug test you right now.
Get mad, X. The Panthers is not gonna play with y'all this year. You think they're gonna be like, no, they got a whole new little run. It's gonna be different. Hey, Falcons number 4. Yeah, I ride with y'all on that, but Bucs at 3. Like I said, Saints at 3, Bucs at 1, and Panthers at 2, man. That's mine. Go ahead, franchise. Talk yours.
Atlanta's going to be terrible this year. I don't even think Atlanta gets 4 wins out of this division. This whole entire season. I think they might be playing for the number 1 pick.
Who?
Will Allen.
Falcons?
The Falcons? Yeah, they'll be vying for the number 1 pick easily. I think Carolina is going to be number 3. And the reason why is because it's going to be a whole entire quarterback carousel. They won't be able to figure it out. Plus Christian McCaffrey is too oft injured, so no real running game. Their pass rush is okay at best. Their secondary is going to be really good. But aside from that, I just don't see Carolina turning the page, which also means Matt Rule's gone. So I think this is Matt Rule's last year really getting it together. And I think Carolina's not going to be as good as everyone thinks. At number 2, and I'm going to tell you why Tampa Bay is going to be number 2.
Oh!
And it's 2 big reasons. Very big reasons. Number 1, Tampa Bay's offensive line is not that good at all. They just lost Jensen for an extended amount of time. That's their center. They lost 2 pieces to their offensive line in the offseason. They're basically going to be running with 2 guys coming off of that line, replacement type guys, right? Second tier type guys on their offensive line at the guard spots. Okay? Now, here's number 2. And this is what
you think Tom Brady coming back to play for that?
Wait a minute. So you're telling me Tom Brady
they know what they're doing.
Wait a minute. Can Tom Brady escape the pocket whenever somebody's coming down his throat? Yes, you got weapons on the outside. I give you that all day. But guess what? Your weapons are only as good as the time you are given to get it to those weapons.
How many seconds time need?
True, in my line.
No.
All right. So here's the second part. We haven't even talked about this schedule yet. And the gauntlet they got in the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. All right. This team could very easily go 1-4 in the first 5 weeks, sir. At Dallas, at New Orleans, at home versus Green Bay, at home versus Kansas City, at home versus the Falcons, and guess what? On the road versus the Steelers. You really think that these dudes are ready for 5 teams that can, excluding the Falcons, 4 teams that can actually rush the passer? And oh, by the way, they got some weapons on the outside too. I don't think Tom really thought this through before coming back, man. That 5 weeks is going to be telling. I don't see Tampa running this division like you think, bro. I really don't. The Chiefs are going to kill them. The Packers are going to eat. The Saints won the last 4 times. The last 4. And oh, by the way,
that's why y'all should be scared.
Wait. Did the Saints beat Tom Brady without Jameis Winston? 9-0. And you think, bro, stop. Jameis Winston.
You think Tom Brady's looking at all that bullshit you just said? He got a whole other thing. He got a whole other vision he sees over there. There's a reason he's back. He's not back because of all that you said.
And also,
he's not back because of that.
That secondary is pretty suspect right now. Like, very suspect. Like, ultra suspect. Like, suspecto. Okay? So, that's why I got them number 2. The Saints, man, and I know I'm a Saints fan, but I'm going to just be honest.
Both of y'all are Saints fans.
Oh, I never think of doing the division.
No. If you got to help, look, bro, before Jameis Winston got hurt, that team was rolling. Okay? Yes, they won't have Kamara for about 5 to 6 games, depending on what happens with Goodell, the independent judge. Okay. But that defense, you can't deny it. Okay, yes, they lost Marcus Williams, but you just added Honey Badger. You added Marcus May on the back end. Okay, defensive line still intact.
Talk to him, Jasper. Talk to this man.
Linebackers still intact. Offensive line solid. We just added Jarvis Landry. Oh, by the way,
So how healthy you think they're gonna stay? Because they go down every year with injuries. So how healthy you think they're gonna be?
Hold on. We just drafted a kid out of.
I got a lot of injury-prone guys over there, man.
We just drafted a kid out of Ohio State that runs a 4.3 and has got great hands. And oh, by the way, our number 1 receiver, a former Ohio State Buckeye, is back. You really think that these dudes ain't hungry and they alpha, bro? They got something to prove. They have something to prove.
Get that man, Jay.
All that being said, Tom Brady, y'all. Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Tom Brady is over there in the Bucs, and they know what they're doing, player. He ain't coming running back for nothing. Don't let this light skin stuff fool you. They the same color as the Saints helmet. They the same color as the Saints helmet.
Let me ask you a question. What's the one thing Tom Brady has always had throughout all his great Super Bowl years?
Himself.
And that's actually a good answer. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He's always had a great left tackle. He's always had a great left tackle to protect his blind side.
How many wins does the Saints get, Jasper?
13.
Wow. How many teams make the playoffs in that division, Jasper?
2.
What about you, Bumpy?
I got 2. Bucks and the Saints.
Well, you just said the Panthers are gonna be better than the Saints.
I mean, my bad, Panthers. I wrote your numbers down here. My bad, I wrote your numbers down. The Bucks and the Panthers, my top 2 teams.
Yeah. Oh man, here we go.
Y'all hired this rookie to come on this show.
Bucks and the Panthers.
Hey, I think 2 teams, but I'm not gonna lie.
Just so you know, I don't like y'all. Just remember that I don't like y'all.
When the Panthers don't make the playoffs, I'm gonna send you a size 5X, man, to fit over your head, and so you can wear it proudly at the next NBS show. Okay?
I don't care. I don't care about what you're talking about, B. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the NFC South, this y'all division. I don't care what happened over there. I'm just giving y'all my predictions.
Well,
this Cowboy Nation, B. We don't care about what y'all talking about.
Well, since we brought up all that, we brought up, the Panthers. And in past years, we know that Christian McCaffrey has been a lot of people's number one overall pick in fantasy drafts. Now, he's coming off injuries. We understand that. But we're going to talk about fantasy football real quick. If you were in a fantasy football draft, snake draft, which is going snake, and you had the number one overall pick, who would you take and who do you believe should be the number one fantasy player drafted in all drafts? Because they got a lot of big drafts coming up. I want to know. That's a great.
This ain't like some cheap stuff for your little cheap book over there. You trying to line me up too, huh? Wow.
So Jay, who you? Hey, let me tell you before a funny story before we get to the topic. Jay is unorthodox. This dude spent $100 and something on Eddie Lacy.
Eddie Lacy had a good year the year before.
Hey, there's no justification for it. It was horrible. I don't know what Josh was thinking.
Eddie Lacy was at Dunkin'.
Oh man! But Jay,
all in one shot. That offseason.
Who you drafting if you have the number one pick? I know you don't do auction leagues. That's why Jasper don't play in our league because you don't like the auction. But Jay, who you taking number one overall if you have a pick?
So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think most people like to take running backs, right? So initially I'm gonna say Jonathan Taylor from Indianapolis. He had an awesome year. I had him in a couple. I had him in a league last year that I was in, just a fun league or whatever. And he balled out. He really balled out. And I was like, dang, this might be it. But I'm gonna go a different direction. I think it's the year of the quarterbacks. I don't see people drafting running backs like they used to. I also don't see, you might see more wide receivers in drafts getting drafted before running backs now. Because running backs, there are too many two running back type teams. So, a lot of guys sharing carries. Like I remember when Zeke was the guy, right? Now Zeke's sharing carries. Jonathan Taylor is the guy, but he could also share carries with Naeem Hines. Austin Eckler, but he could share carries. So this might be the year where either A, you draft wide receivers, i.e. a Cooper Kupp, i.e. I'm a Devontae Adams. Shoot, man. I'd even say a Michael Thomas. I think
with a number one overall pick.
I'm saying those guys are in the running.
I need to in your leagues.
I had to, if it were me in a snake draft, and I know that running backs are not going to be plentiful, I'm going to say this right now, and y'all might think I'm crazy. I'm going with Josh Allen with the number one pick.
Big Josh.
And you know why? He doesn't just do it for you in the air. He can do it for you on the ground. And the way that team is built, and if y'all notice, they don't use running backs that much in Buffalo. He's the guy running the ball. So voila. Josh Allen. That would be my number one pick.
I like it. I ain't mad at you. I got Josh Allen.
But do you see do you see why?
I understand it. I understand it. I ain't mad at you. Right. All right, Buffy, what you doing with the first pick overall? Which one
he was nodding his head the whole time like he loving that.
I ain't love nothing you said, man. Look, Josh Allen. Josh Allen is solid. I like Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? That's a solid pick, especially if you go on quarterback heavy. I can see you doing that. But me, right now, if I'm not going the ordinary, like he said with the Jonathan Taylor, which I feel like should be like overall, like he's a workhorse on top of everything else. But I'm going Justin Jefferson, man.
Wow, LSU in the building.
I'm going Justin Jefferson this year. You know what I'm saying? I think this year, I feel like he is warranted. He's been putting in that work, and he's a heavy workload type of guy. He gets the ball every single game. He makes plays, yards after catch. It's hard to compete with a Justin Jefferson. Even all them receivers you said, you still can't really put – Cooper Kupp is good. But with Matt, what's his name, the quarterback, he's not fully healthy. So is Cooper Kupp going to be the exact same? You don't know that yet. But Justin Jefferson will be the same. And I feel like he will be better. So I got Justin Jefferson if I was going to go out of nowhere with it.
Wow. And I like that. But look, I'm not going to be – I don't care what they're talking about. I'm not going unorthodox. Don't overthink it. Jonathan Taylor's number one overall. If you don't take him,
you got on the Colts blue. I should have known.
If you don't take Jonathan Taylor number one, you need to be drug tested.
But yo, let me ask y'all something. Has the times changed where we go from, depending on how you lead drafts? It used to be running back. You know, you get your running back first round. Do y'all feel like there's a change shifting to where, hey, you might want to?
No, absolutely.
Maybe get that QB.
But Jay, we just talked about it. It's not just because Jonathan Taylor's coming off of a big season.
True.
We just broke down a division. That division in our minds has one playoff team. That's the Colts.
Right.
They have Matt Ryan, who's gonna be. He's not gonna turn over the ball. I'm thinking as much as Carson Wentz did. So he's gonna hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor. He gets the Jags twice, the Texans twice, and the Titans twice. I just think that the Colts this year are going to be that much better. I'm going Jonathan Taylor number one. But if y'all want to go outside of them a risk, I'll go a risk. I'll throw one out there for y'all. I like Josh Allen. I'm not going to lie to you. I like Justin Jefferson. And I'm not saying I'll take him number one, but LSU in the building. Jamar Chase, what up? Jamar Chase, what up?
I like Chase.
Hey, Jamar Chase is special. Me and Bumpy talked about it.
I like Chase, man.
And then we think about his quarterback. You know, Kirk Cousins, that's cool in Minnesota. But you got Joe Burrow throwing you the ball in Cincinnati. They've been playing together since college.
Yeah.
Rookie season. If I was going with taking a chance, I'm going Jamar Chase. But I'm not taking Chase with the number one overall pick. I'm taking Jonathan Taylor. Think to your face. Think to your face.
Hey, would you take Jamar Chase after number one, though, like second or third?
Me? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll put out there. The Start of Cinema Show is coming soon, hosted by yours truly, Tregs, the Sports Junkie. I'm going to say it on this show right now. Jamar Chase is my number one fantasy wide receiver this year. Oh. So that's just what I'm going with it.
Incoming.
All right, y'all. We're going to wrap it up.
Jamar Chase is going to fall off just like Odell Beckham did.
You a hater. You a hater.
That's cold.
You a hater. All right, y'all. We're going to go into college since we just talked about Jamar Chase. LSU, stand up. What up? Real quick, your top 5 Heisman hopefuls for this upcoming season. The last topic. Who you got winning the Heisman this year?
My top 5 guys, Will Anderson.
Say who? Will Anderson, you got number one?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you my number one. Will Anderson, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. I like Caleb Williams. Something about Caleb Williams screams to me. Like, this dude might go the hell off this upcoming year. And the last one, Trayvon Henderson from Ohio State. Ohio State might have a great year. But the guy that I think is going to win the Heisman, you hear it first. And I hate to say this. We're going to have a back-to-back champion. I'm going Bryce Young.
Wow. Okay.
We're going to have a back-to-back.
Bumpy, who you got?
I got C.J. Stroud at number 1, man. I just think he's going to be, man, Ohio State is just built for him to have a great year. But I think Bryce Young would be my number 2, and he'd be like a 1A if I ain't playing, because I think it's the quarterback year in college football. And we got some strong quarterbacks coming in this year. And I think the teams are going to be very dependent on them. But I do got a Hail Mary, too, quarterback that y'all probably going to be like, what? But I think just a Hail Mary. Tyler Van Duke of Miami, man. I think dude might even come out of nowhere on y'all. He might come out of nowhere and go crazy. He got potential for it, is all I'm going to say. 3, I got Will Anderson, Alabama, like he said. But, hey, personally, he might go number 2 because he's that good and he's that much needed on a lot of teams. He might go number 2, okay? And number 5, I got Caleb Williams.
Absolutely. I think the top 3 are pretty much a guarantee for most people going into the season. I'm not saying it won't change, but C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Caleb Williams, for the most part, those 3 is going to pretty much be in the Heisman race throughout the entire season, in my opinion. I'll throw a few guys out there. Not saying that I think they're going to win the Heisman. I'm not on y'all with Will Anderson, not because I don't think Will Anderson can be the number 1 overall pick. I just think that it's so hard to win the Heisman Trophy as a defensive player. I don't think he'll win that. So I'm not going to go with him. But I think Devin Leary, the quarterback from NC State, has a chance. That's outside. And if Bo Nix plays for Oregon, I'm like, Jasper, that's outside. I'm not sitting there saying he's going to win. I'm saying that type of offense, I think he has a chance. I'm not saying he's going to win. That team likes to run the football. So I'm going to say if they can win the Pac-12, he has a big name. People love him in college football. He could do something if they get some wins. I think ultimately I'm with Bumpy. C.J. Stroud's the guy to beat. I think he is a slam dunk for me as far as if I was going to take a quarterback in a draft, man, give me C.J. Stroud, man. I think he just has everything.
Who's your Hail Mary, X?
That's what I'm going. Hail Mary's Bo Nix. I don't think he's going to win. Yeah, I don't think he's going to win it, but he has a chance. But Caleb Williams, don't sleep on him.
Hey, franchise, give me your Hail Mary first.
JT Daniels.
If he wins the job, he has to win the job, dude.
JT Daniels? Damn it. That's such a Hail Mary. I don't even know what that is. I got to get my homework done.
LSU, what up? Oh. But he has, I don't know. Well, I'm hearing that Miles Brennan's going to win the job, so.
No, JT Daniels is at West Virginia.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I'm thinking they said Jaden. I'm tripping. Don't pay me no money.
You're good. Just. We'll see. Oh, Lord. Here we go.
I thought you said Jade. I'm tripping.
No, you're good. I don't know why you just bought this.
Last topic. We got the home inability here.
His internet's not working.
Oh, we not even
his microphone's not working. And he's a Cowboys fan.
Well,
ain't nothing wrong with that. Stop hating, Next. You a Saints fan. Y'all ain't no better. We got 5 of them. We got 5 of them things.
Don't do that.
You only got to see 2 of them.
5.
You only got to see 2 of them.
We still sit at another table. We still sit at a bigger table than you.
Oh, man. Nobody cares about y'all.
Remember that. Before you talk to me, no, you talking up.
Oh, man.
All right, Bumpy. I know you sit at the higher table, yeah.
You only got to see 2 titles. That was it.
I watched us win. I was here for 3 of them, B. I was a fan. Hey, all the 90s, baby. I was there.
Let's get to these shout-outs, man. Go ahead, Bumpy.
Hey, man. Shout out to both of y'all light-skinned dudes trying to jump me today because it didn't work. Let's go, baby. Shout out dark skin. We did that today. They thought they had me back in the corner, man. X tried to set me up. I thought we was cool, X. I just realized something about you. Boy, you the sports janky. You not sports junkie. You sports janky trying to set me up. But shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to my boy X. What up, franchise? Yeah. Welcome to NBS Show, baby, where we fight back. I appreciate y'all, though, man. Salute to y'all, man. Good show, dog.
Go ahead, Jay.
How dare y'all bring a rookie onto my show, man?
He mad because I came in like Morant, nigga. Morant.
And I'm Klay Thompson. I sent your tail home. So listen.
You've been hurt a lot. You are Klay Thompson.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with taking a little time off to relax your nerves. So anyway.
Oh, God.
I want to shout out everybody, that's been, rocking with us for years. Great show tonight. Shout out to True, AKA, my ace boom coon, ever since I was 14. Shout out to Keo and his technical difficulties. I will be doing my best to join True on the fantasy football show. In addition to that, man, I just want to send a special shout out to a Kayana High School class of 2002. We're about 20 years, man. 20 years. But most importantly, man, hey, man, my best words of advice to you, man, is look, don't be good, be great, man. Good is complacent. Great is above average. Let's be above average, man, and let's be great. All right. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Thanks again for having me on.
It's all good. Shout out to Bumpy, man. Bumpy, man, you know you my dog. Don't do that, man. I'm sorry about the beat down today.
Oh, is that what it was? Is that what y'all feeling?
It's all love, bro. It's all love.
Wait till we play it back on camera. Bumpy 2-1.
Hey, speaking of that, man, I'll go subscribe to my dog Bumpy Boy's channel, man. A battle just dropped, right?
Huh?
You had a battle that just dropped.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It dropped on World Sport Battlegrounds, man. Me versus Rio Nicosi, man. You know what I'm saying? I got another W. You know how we get down around here. We ain't doing nothing else. What you thought?
No doubt. Y'all go check that out, man. Go check that out. Shout out to Jay Franchise. Shout out to Keo. Shout out to the whole NBS squad. Look, y'all, we almost had 750 subscribers. Hey, look, we started from nothing. Literally nothing. We started on Blog Talk Radio. I'm taking it back to that. And we just keep working, man. Hey, look, like Drake said, start from the bottom. We're going to come, y'all. Just keep supporting. We're going to keep putting out great material, man. With that being said, love y'all. We out. Peace.